In the event that anyone stops you for any particular reason and asks you 3 Super Sentai facts, here's 3 things that can probably help you out. Sentai means squadron, super means super, and if this show never existed, Power Rangers wouldn't exist. So make sure you think about that when you go watch the Power Rangers movie in March. Suck it, Saban. But I'm not here to trash talk Saban, at least not yet anyway. I'm here to pretty much give you a just overview, or history lesson if you will, on what Super Sentai is. Since the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers movie, is that what we're calling it? Mighty Morphin Power Rangers movie, or just we're just gonna say Power Ranger movie is coming out next month, on top of which the new 41st Sentai series, Uchu Sentai Cute Angels, is around the corner, coming out later this month. I felt like it was kind of necessary. So let's talk about where exactly did Super Sentai come from. Produced by both the Toei Company, agency, and Bandai, Super Sentai has become one of the most prominent tokusatsu franchises in Japan, alongside both Kamen Rider and the Ultraman series. Every Sentai series follows a team of people who transform into superheroes and gain supernatural powers, color-coded costumes, signature weapons, random sidearms, and fighting skills in order to battle an evil group of beings threatened to destroy the Earth. Created by one of the Showa gods of manga himself, Shotaro Ishinomori, the show introduced its first team on April 5th, 1975, Himitsu Sentai Go Ranger. Get it? Like go as in like the number 5 and Ranger. There's a lot of 5s and they like 5s in Japan. Go Rangers would go on to do 84 episodes within the span of 2 years, from 1975 to 1977. Upon them ending, a new team, Jaka Dengeki Tai, appeared the next month after they ended their series with a brand new show that only lasted a year. Unfortunately, Super Sentai was put on hiatus, believe it or not, because Toei wanted to do a collaboration with Marvel Comics as they introduced the Spider-Man show. That's right, Spider-Man had a tokusatsu show in Japan in the 70s. We'll talk about that later. The most important thing to know from that, though, is finding out that introduced giant robots into the mix. So with the introduction of giant robots, the third Sentai team, Battle Fever J, was introduced, having the first Sentai team to have their first very own customizable robot, you know, where they combine and shit. But it wasn't as cool as it looked when we were kids, but look, they did it first. So immediately following Battle Fever J, we get 12 teams before 1992 rolls around and Kyoryu Sentai Cute Angels appears, where we get introduced to a new concept, the first Six Ranger. That's not important. What's important is the year following that, 1993. America, especially Saban, he decides to go, hey, that looks cool. Let's do some stuff to it. Let's flip it around. Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. Cue the music. Do, 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 do. Right over that, just right over that part. And it became a smash hit in America. So from then, everything from Kyoryu Sentai Zyuranger, with the exception of 2 teams, going all the way down to what is now Shuriken Sentai Ninjas, aka the new series coming out, Power Rangers Ninja Steel, has all been from Japan and still going. The only difference is that Japan never took a break, much like America did. Unlike its American counterpart, Super Sentai has a high level to be exact, of maturity and drama in certain places. Certain Sentai series are a lot darker than what other series would be, and even were exponentially rewritten and worked to a point where the show wasn't as dark as its Japanese counterpart would be. Also, there's a lot of parts in the American versions that are not in the Japanese version. Prime example, there's a few Yellow Rangers, girls whose costumes don't have skirts, but they're actually dudes in the Japanese version. I'll do an entire video on that because that's a trope for something exciting and just brings up a good discussion question for us in the long run. But in a nutshell, that is what Super Sentai is. Japanese people transform in colorful suits and fight guys, and then after a certain amount of time, they'll jump in a giant robot and fight the enlarged monster again. That's usually how the formula works for this show, but it's so entertaining as soon as time goes on. All new different Rangers are introduced, deeper plots start, forming, and we kind of get an idea of a team and how they can work together to overcome a goal. Speaking of teams, speaking of a lot of things, I think what I'm going to use this month for, in honor of the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers movie coming out next year. I'm still gonna call it the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. I don't care what you guys say. And Uchu Sentai Cute Angels, I'm gonna be doing a lot of videos explaining some of the mechanics that go on in Super Sentai. Prime example, what are some of the exponential tropes that you see in a Sentai team? Some of the nooks and crannies by it, and how Super Sentai has affected other shows, whether it be anime, manga, live action, or international shows as a whole, and much more. Of course, as always, if you like this video, don't forget to give your boy a thumbs up and a like, and don't forget to subscribe so we can talk about Super Sentai stuff like this in the foreseeable future. Well, with that being said, I'm Lambo Calrissian, reminding you guys to keep calm and Toku on.